Hello. I'm live,
Hello.
so I won't speak about that stuff. But,
I think I'll just stay for a bit and then I'll see.
okay. Well, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for F3 in Great Britain, Silverstone. It's a reverse track. We do have about a good amount of people racing today, unlike last week. Many new drivers attending today. If I can see the leaderboard, I'll also be able to tell. Max, is it just me or they moved it to the top? The leaderboard. Like, look at it. It was not that. It was not up to the top left.
I don't know, mate. I need an invite.
I sent you one, but now it's just frozen for me, so I'm just waiting for the people to pick their tire or whatever. Whatever it is. However, seriousness aside, we do have oh yeah. Wait, I need to send out the message real quick. That stuff is closed.
Any quali bands?
No, no, nope. I checked, of course. Return. Okay. So,
I like the new layout though, where you get the invites and stuff.
oh, it's fine. But they moved it up to the session leaderboard. They moved it up to the top. Like it's more moved. I don't know. Probably it's just me, but I looked at the other streams. It was more towards the middle. It was more centered. But
Right.
now it's to the top. However,
Alright,
why am I getting?
posted something weird in the fucking channel jacket. I removed it.
We have many new drivers racing. We have a couple new signings as well. We have Stamper in the Aston. We have Nicholas joining the Red Bull. We also have who else? Cairo joining the Williams, who's had probably
It's smaller, I believe.
winning pace. Who should have winning pace in this race, along with, of course, the two Racing Bulls who have just dominated the entire season so far. Aside from the two F2 drivers now.
Check DMs real quick.
Yeah,
Or-
sure. We also
I'm
see.
timing out.
What's up?
Check owner chat. Like,
What the
fuck
fuck?
me, man.
What am I seeing? Anyways, bro, I need to lock in. So we do see some drivers returns after missing a round or two, as well as FFGM, whose last race was in Azerbaijan. Also have a new signing.
TFC's James has spun on his outlap.
Oh, really? How has he done that? In the meantime, we
F3
have
at this best.
a couple of. We also have Simon. That's his username, but we can call him Simon or Siguro. I don't know how he wants to be called, but also new signing changed with his now F2 driver Mitchell, but don't have possibly good pace, but we have actually no idea. However, we see Ryan Spencer setting the fastest. Oh, and he's invalidated going through maggots. He's invalidated his lap. He had the fastest first sector. We also have James Kirk, who's poled
Oh yes.
as he
come
was on the
on.
lap. Let's see
Both
Nicholas
Mercedes
Fabo.
is behind each other. Why the
Sliz
fuck
going
is he
for
not
sector
using
one.
ERS?
Who?
This is a fuck. Oh, he's
Dev.
invalidated.
No. I also have Dev, who's supposed to be on the lap, but he's not using any ERS as well. So I think he's just doing a second out lap. Aside from that, let's see James. James is also just starting his lap after spinning on his out lap. However, I think the first to cross his line is Nicholas Fabo, who hasn't validated because Spencer's invalid. Yeah, it is Nicholas Fabo. Let's see. New rookie signing. Ryan Spencer lets him through as he's invalidated. Coming out of the final corners, does have a bunch of ERS still, so might be able to set a good lap as Frosty sets the fastest time of a 1:29.6, so he wasn't the. However, second driver comes through the checkered flag. What's it gonna be? It is the fastest time of a 1:29.4, just 2 tenths under Frosty, but pole position is going to be a way lower time than that. Oh, and they've what has happened there? Fabo gets a 5-place grid penalty for colliding with Spencer. I think he's let it through as Slice is a whole second faster. What's happened to Deb as well is FSGM lets him through, but what a lap! Sliz is set to take provisional pole position. Max versus Ham also on his lap now because they've taken. I think they might have done some.
Name.
No, I'll just call him Sikuro because it's easiest. So.
Just call him Simon.
Yeah, I'll just say Simon. I don't know what's happened with just some weird ass collision, and that's also cost him a 5-place grid penalty. Let's see though. Ryan Spencer goes down Cops in reverse, but he's slowed down as well. He's pulled once again, so completely ruined his lap. Now Jonathan Mooney also on his hot lap, searching for that pole position once again after taking a win in Imola post race. Yeah, Nicholas Fabo just kind of didn't see him behind. I think he slowed down a bit too late and didn't have time to move. Oh, as he completely goes off the track. Yeah, that's wing damage for you. However, yeah, definitely. Oh, it's also Ryan Spencer validates his lap, goes way wide, forgets his brakes at home, and validates his second hot lap in just a couple of minutes. However, Jonathan Mooney sets at 127 in Sector 1, goes past Cops, uses too much ERS. He's at 8%. He's not going to be able to, yeah, he goes back on none as he comes down into the corner. Does he have a good exit? Yes, he does. Also there, keeps it just down on the inside, but definitely not looking to be a good lap time as he has set fastest middle sector though, so I take that back. Let's see. Gets also here a pretty good exit. Same here. So comes down into the final corners. Can use all of his ERS. However, he's on deploy now, so that's going to slow him a bunch. Is he going to be pole position? Yes, he is. Sets a 126.6. That's the pole position. Yeah, bro. What did you expect pole position to be? It's going to be around a high.
Nathan did set a purple sector 1 though.
Oh, yeah. Let's check out Nathan then.
Down to 8% battery.
6% now, though. I mean, horrible ERS management. But let's see. Will he get a good exit? I think, yeah, he will, because he's probably on full traction. And there's a yellow flag, and I think that's Simon letting someone pass as he does set the fastest second sector, a 1:2.6. So that is pretty banging pace. Could that already be in the 126s? I think it could. Clipsy's very quiet for some reason, but I think it might be my microphone.
Yeah, audio setting.
No, I think. Wait, check yours. Like, check from the stream if you're quiet. Let's see. Yes, he does. Takes the pole position by 3/10. What a lap. Ryan Spencer puts himself in P3. What a lap by him as well. But it's definitely a wide enough gap from P2 as well. Just 2/10.
The highest this quali will go is at 26.9.
Yeah, probably. Pole will probably be that. We still have to see Kirox. What he's going to set. He's all the way in the mess, but he's still setting a lap for some reason, trying to set a lap. Moves into P6, along with Frosty, who's in P7. So, good qualifying so far by the two Williams. Now, Sliz and James both pit, as they've got themselves in P4 and P5. So, very interesting. Nicholas goes out, has repaired his wing damage. Dev is dead last right now, who has set a lap time. Recent train is set a 1:35.
Did not have a quali ban.
No, he doesn't. Why, did he? No, he's one away. Wait, I'll check just to be sure. I don't want to fuck myself. No, he's on 5. He's one away. It's Millen who had a quali ban. Yeah.
Oh, recent train has spun round.
Recent train got disqualified for going the wrong.
Oh, he's been disqualified.
For going the wrong way. I think he might have thought that was an online session. What has he done? I think he might have spun and then the game thought he was in the wrong way, most likely. As that's happened to me a couple of times. Although, let's see now. Dev, all the way in last place. Now setting a lap into Sector 1. Goes into Maggots. Around 300 kilometers an hour. is down to already 70%. Goes past Beckett. Now he's gonna go down to Cops. Is he gonna pull from the throttle? No, yes, he does. He actually uses quite some braking as well there. However, he's gonna use most of his ERS now. Goes down to 25% ERS. Let's see. Come down into sector 2. Can it be the fastest sector? Let's see.
He's only 2 seconds faster.
Let's see. Yeah, that might be fastest middle sector. Is it? Yes, it is. It's a 1:3.4. Let's see, coming down into the final corners. Can it be pole? Can he bring the gap down? Oh no, he's going that. Yeah, he's gone into the ploy with 26%, but it might be pole. No, it's not. No, it's not. Completely off into P4. But yeah, so far, McLaren takes the front row, and as well as Spencer, who is currently in P3. Dev takes a P4, so still, battle is with the McLarens and Racing Bull, so not much has changed. However, let's see if one of the Williams can surprise.
Don't contact the Mercedes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said.
But why is
FIFA lockdown still hasn't.
Any ERS?
No, because he's pulled, bro. Don't you see? He's literally pulled. He's going half throttle. He's warming up his tires, so he's going to have just enough time to set this lap, go into the pits, and hopefully set another. There's a yellow flag, so yeah, they're slowing down. Wilmar also still hasn't set a lap.
He needs to have a bigger gap.
Yeah. Yeah, he desperately needs to slow down, or else he's going to get into James Kirk's ass. There's another yellow flag. I think that's the Nicholas or James. I might know it's one of the three. However, FIFA lockdown on his lap.
Best, the 155.
Oh yeah, Walmart. No, it was Walmart who had a quali ban. I forgot. It was Walmart. Walmart is still serving his second and last quali ban, hopefully, of the season. I think his teammate might give him a slight toe. Never mind. No, he doesn't. Goes past turn 4. Now into the second straight. Goes past Maggots. Now Beckett's. That's a 127. That's a 27 seconds. Let's see now.
FIFA lockdown is gonna go for ball.
Alright, stop the glaze.
He is.
Goes past Colps. Goes onto the grass. Sure, that's gonna be pole. Goes on the grass. I mean, still gonna improve quite a lot as he's down to 40% ERS, so he's used quite a bit to make up of that time lost on the grass.
Having this amount of ERS here.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see though. Coming down into sector 2. Definitely not is the fastest sector, but it's a 1-4, so it might be enough to go into the P5 or P6, hopefully. Let's see though. Is he gonna play his ERS well and not go into the ploy? That is the question, because you can see so many drivers. Yeah, but the ploy on the hot lap, the play on.
What is James Kirk doing? He needs to use a bit more. But it's an alright time.
Yeah, FIFA lockdown sets this, moves into almost dead last. James Kirk goes into the pits. He's invalidated his lap. I think he's sort of had a crash out there. Anybody else improving? Yeah, Frosty is on a hot lap already, going down into sector 2. Can it be the fastest? It's looking to be quite good. Sets a 1:3.5, down 5 temps. So that could as well move into possibly a podium. Let's see though, because he is on 22% ERS, so he needs to play that really well. Let's see though.
Who we're talking about? Fizz?
No, Frosty. Let's see, coming down onto the main straight. Uses all of his ERS. It's enough to move into P5 with a 128.4, so it's a good enough lap. Very, very well done.
Oh my god, Sliz has an insane toe.
Yeah, who was it? Is it FSGM? Yeah, he's giving him a huge toe. A very huge toe as Simon moves into P9 with a 129.3. Good enough lap. Let's see. Sliz, yes, sets the fastest middle sector. Down 1/10 and a half. It's not going to be enough to go pole though. But I'm not sure. As it is a really, really good middle sector. So let's see. Can he keep it clean? Oh, as James Kirk retires from the session in the pits. So he's had enough of that. So he's going to probably start that P14. Oh, and he's pulled. Yeah, he's fair enough. He can have one last chance. Frosty needs to be very quick in going into the pits, or else he's not gonna have time to set another lap. Nathan is now going for a lap on the main straight. Comes down into turn 1. Can he keep it just enough wide and turn in perfectly? Can he turn? Had a pretty good turn in. Oh, goes onto the grass there, so that's gonna lose him quite some time unless he's fucked up already before. Is anybody else interestingly on a hot lap? No. Yeah, SFGM is right behind the McLaren. Goes past Maggots and Beckett's. Now goes into Cops. Can he keep it? Not go on the grass. He doesn't. So fairly good as he goes into the back straight. Gets a pretty good corner there. So could it be a pretty good middle sector? Yes, it is. It is the middle sector, fastest middle sector of the session so far. So could potentially be a candidate for pole here, as a 1:29.4 he set, as there is a yellow flag, and I think that's Simon going into the pits. I don't know if he's gonna have time to set. I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't know if he has. Goes into the ploy though, so that's gonna cost him so much speed once again. Could it be pole though? No, it isn't. Goes into P8. Still 5 times improvement, so fair play to him. Have the pole position is nowhere near, as it's a 27.3. As Nathan is down 3 temps, sets the fastest lap. It's a 1:26.9, brings down the gap once again, as expected. So yeah, unless. Oh, but never mind. Dev is down 4 temps, intersected 1, goes past Cops, doesn't go on the grass this time. Same as one of the Mercedes. So let's see though. Also, one of the Red Bulls, Nicholas, is on a lap now. Goes into the main straight, going into sector 1. But let's see, Dev. Is he going to set the fastest middle sector? No, he isn't, but he's still 2 temps down. So, could be stealing P3 from Spencer if he doesn't improve in sector 1 at all. Let's see, though. Goes on the grass, though, so that's going to actually probably cost him all his time. However, going into the ploy is... Not going into the ploy is the main goal, but he does anyways, so that's going to cost him a bunch of time. Let's see, can he move into P3? No, he doesn't. Still improves 2 temps, brings it into the high 27s, but it's not enough. Spencer is down 1/10 in sector 1, so now Mooney, who's in P2, the only candidate to steal pole position from Nathan, as he's currently set the fastest time, now goes on to an outlap on the main straight. Goes into turn 1.
I don't think there's going to be any candidate. I think Nathan's got
Let's see though. Unless Mooney can steal it. I don't know.
perfect sector 1.
Or bring down the gap. Yeah. Has a very good turn 1 and 2. So let's see.
Oh shit.
Almost. Yeah, has a pretty wide exit, but it's still fairly good. He's got a bunch of slipstream. So let's see if he's going to get impeded though. Is down by a couple of milliseconds, but yeah, the kick is just in the middle, in his way. He needs to move, and he pulls.
No awareness.
Yeah, what is he doing? He's just completely impeded any chances as Spencer steals P2. And yeah, I mean,
So this is 3 tenths down.
what is Simon doing there? James retires from the session. It's a P5. Frosty is going to be happy. Let's see though. In sector 1 is down 1/10, so could it be that he improves way more in sector 2? Nicholas is going to be happy with that P12, I think, because he's in the pits. Lockdown is also down 2 temps as he comes down into the final corners, so can he at least steal a couple of positions, as he's on 44% ERS, so it's going to be enough. Dev goes into the pits.
He needs to use way more.
It's not going to be enough. Improves 2 temps. But yeah, it's still very low time. So that's going to be P13. However, let's see Cairo down 1/10 in sector 1, down 6/10 in sector 2. So you could, out of nowhere, steal a podium. Sliz moves into P5. That's a good time from him. However, it might be stolen by Cairo. There's the rookie driver. Let's see. Comes into the final corners. Has a bunch of ERS to save. Yeah, wow. Beautiful sector 2 he's had. He is now, though. Goes into deploy right enough time, but it's only gonna move into P8. So, yeah, everyone has brought the gaps down. Let's have a quick look at those gaps, actually. To see, I mean, that pole position is just flying. Nobody could reach it, not even Spencer. However, that is qualifying. Wilmer had a qualifying ban, so he's going to start in P13. Train has been disqualified. I don't know what even happened. However, Nick Fabo has his own mistake, so that's going to cost him a 5 position grid penalty, a 5-pen grid penalty. So that's going to send him all the way down to last. So Wilmar is actually going to gain 2 positions somehow. However, Mooney is going to be furious with the kick as, yeah, I mean, you saw it on stream, just in the way. Strategies here are most likely just everybody gonna start on mediums, then go on to hards as every division has done so far. So it's just a matter of having a good undercut or overcut, but overcuts have worked actually, surprisingly enough. Standing wise, Jonathan Mooney does lead the Drivers' Championship, as well as the Racing Bulls lead the Constructors, but McLaren are catching up. They've got a really good pace. However, people have picked their strategies, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's a 1-2 McLaren. Can they keep it? As they're going to be threatened, as it's lights out, and away we go. They both get a really good start, though, as it's a mess. Oh, as Sliz goes for around the outside for an overtake, and there's an absolute mess at the back. Oh my.
Up to P3.
And that's Carroll off the track. SFGM gets a 10-second for corner cutting. What has he done? He's giving everybody's position back. I think he's just completely lost it there, but he's giving everybody's position back, so he must have not done that on purpose. However, Nicholas Fabo is up into P11. James loses a bunch of positions. What is happening there? Also, Stampo lets the drivers through. I think he's also done something that he shouldn't have. Simon moves into P9. Walmart, love that start, as well as Recent Train, just love that start. He's up into P7 for great points. However, Dev has also lost a position as Sliz went out of the track. Oh, as Frosty goes off the track himself, coming out of cops. And yeah, FIFA Lockdown goes off the track as well. That dirty air is just immense.
Oh my. Oh my god.
What has
I've just seen
happened?
the biggest crash ever.
What has happened? As FSGM retires from the session,
Oh
so
my
that's
god.
what has happened.
That was insane.
What happened?
He was just fucking bumper carts.
And as FSGM retires, but it's not even going to be a safety car.
The... Oh my.
What the fuck? Right. Right, yeah, can we restart?
Sorted boxes. What do you mean restart?
As yeah, mate, we can't have this guy. Did you see what he did?
Who?
This guy.
Who's this guy? A recent
Yalpin.
train?
Yes. Did you see him? He just murdered half the grid. Look in DMs. Oh my bad, I was muted. Anyway, what I was saying is Sliz has completely lost the gap from the top three, but currently it is still a 1-2 McLaren. As the two Red Bulls are forced to last place. Wonder what's happened there. As Simon is into P6 somehow, keeping the train of Wilmar, Stampot, and James Kirk, but he does already have a 3-second time penalty. FIFA lockdown. Oh, he's gone completely off the track. Doesn't have a wing. As well as recent train, he's lost an end plate. Frosty is down into P13, as well as James and Nicholas, who've all boxed. Do they have damage still? I don't think they do. Fabo goes across Cops. But Dev doesn't have an end plate. Sliz is now trying to catch those as recent train gets a 10-second, speeds into the pit lane. FIFA lockdown also pits. But James does have a time penalty, I think. Let's just check. Yeah, he does also have a 10-second. So that's absolutely fucked him up. Horrible start for the man, but not really sure if that was his fault or not. Cairo's also down into P10, but let's have a quick look at those positions. There's James Kirk, gained 4. Wilmar, absolute flyer at the start, but he doesn't have an end plate as well, so he's up into P7, gained 7 positions. Same as Simon, he's gained 4. Slids is up into P4, trying to chase for that P3. However, yeah, I mean, as you can see, Frosty, James have all lost so many positions. Cairo hasn't even lost that many, but still very, has damaged his rate quite a lot. As now Mooney is just losing that gap from Nathan and Spencer.
What the hell?
Oh, as Stampog goes into the grass, as well as Cairo, who can't really keep it on track. Yeah, going past cops is recent train. Oh, yeah, I got him. Nah, I think he's already been overtaken. Oh, okay. Got you. As Wilmar now is seriously losing any hopes to get into P6. Yeah, I mean, that end plate damage is truly destroying his race. However, Stampot hasn't been able to overtake him so much. Oh, as James Kirk goes off the track. Yeah, that turn one is brutal. Very, very brutal. Is Cairo here is now going to have an opportunity as James gets a 3-second time penalty. So also that 10-second is gonna fuel the fire. However, let's see, is Stampot going to try to go for an overtake here as they go into Maggots? Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Fink tries to go for a dive bomb, but in the end pulls away. Yeah, I mean, nothing else much happening is now Dev. Yeah, that end plate, he's somehow managed to still keep it in P5. However, Sliz still doesn't have a pen, still doesn't have wing damage. Everybody here has kept it quite clean. Maybe those two McLarens can somehow crash as James Kirk now moves into P8, goes past his teammate on the back straight. So very interesting as Cairo also tries to go for an overtake, but also doesn't have a wing. So I don't know how has he done that. I don't think that happened at the start. Oh, and he's just bumming Stampot as he tries to go for a late dive bomb. Does it work? Yes, it does. However, Stampot isn't really going to be happy with that. Tries to go for a switchback, but doesn't have enough traction. So Cairo now moves into P9. So that's 2 points for the Williams so far. As Frosty is now into P11 after a horrible start. I don't know what really happened though. However, now the gap is expanding from this train, and Wilmar is catching Simon. So I think that tire wear is adding a lot of pressure to the kick. However, Wilmar with that end plate is still managing to not go on the grass. Fair enough. Got brake checked by Dev for no reason. Okay. Oh yeah, so that's definitely going to result into a penalty. Into a report. Don't know about the penalty. Is James Kirk goes off the track, loses any momentum that he had built up so far, and I have no idea if he's been pushed out because I accidentally clicked the button, so that's my bad. However, yeah, and that's Cairo now moving into P8. Stampot goes on the grass once again, just can't keep it there. I think you're supposed to slow down. Nathan now gets a 3-second. That's going to be costly as now Mooney is actually caught up. I wonder if the McLarens are playing mind games, but just realized Nathan doesn't even have an end plate. So Mooney has to take this as an opportunity. He had to box his yellow down. Oh, okay. Got you. Let's see, is Jonathan Mooney going to be able to make the move to go into P2? He has wing, he has full wing. Nathan doesn't, as he goes on the grass, on the gravel now, so going to leave a little dirt path. Mooney is going to love that, goes round the inside, coming into Maggots. However, Nathan is not going to be happy with that, but has to stick behind because of his wing damage. Mooney has a very poor exit. Nathan is going to catch up quite a bit. Now they go into Cobbs. It's Nathan going to try for an absurd overtake. Doesn't have enough speed actually, so no, he's not. Whoa. However, is he gonna go on the gravel? Yes, he is. He is gonna go on the grass, so that's gonna lose him so much time. But that DRS is gonna help. Yeah.
Brian Spencer last lap at 1.5 seconds of gap. Now he has 3 seconds already.
Yeah, yeah, because they've been fighting.
To these two fighting, but that should normally not be that much.
Yeah, the gap is. Yeah, I mean his pace has improved quite a lot, especially from Imola. His pace is fly away as
Alright, I'm gonna go.
Okay, bye bro.
Right,
bye bye. And now yeah, Mooney is Nathan is lost that 1 second gap and goes into the pits. He's probably going to repair that, and he gets a 10-second, and that's absolutely fucked his race, hasn't it? Oh no, I mean you have to be careful there as you go into the pits. Slice, Dev have to take that as an opportunity. Dev isn't in a box. However, Nathan has gone for a very early box, so I wonder what has happened. He's also repairing his wing, so that's going to send him all the way back into probably a P7, P8. So, yeah. Cairo also pits, goes for an early stop. probably all going to go on hards, aren't they? However, let's take a quick look. As already a couple of people have actually gone on hards, quite different strategy. However, James, seeing that he's so much at the back, he might be able to profit from this 6 laps of hards. However, the only person to have actually started is Wilmar, who started on hards. Also, James Kirk pits. Now, Stampot is going to try to get that overtake done on Wilmar, because he doesn't even have any damage, but Wilmar does. So yeah, I mean, FIFA Lockdown now is going to try to get that overtake done on James Kirk, but it's going to be probably a battle on the line. Is he going to get DRS? No, he doesn't. So yeah, he's just flown by. James Kirk moves down to P11. Only retirement so far has been FSGM, with Nicholas just being in dead last, nowhere near anybody because of that start. I don't know what's happened. However, Stampot isn't up for great points here, as he's going to try to go for an overtake on Wilmar. Has to slow down or else he was going to go off track. However, let's see. Wilmar does have a pretty poor traction exit, as somebody is slowed down coming out of the pits. I think that was one of the Williams. Yeah, I think that was a Racing Bulls maybe, or an Alpine. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it was an Alpine who was being currently lapped by somebody, I think. Because I don't know what's happened, honestly. Is Frosty going to go for the box? No, he isn't. So he's going to stay out. He's boxed earlier, so he has to stay out. However, let's see here. Stampot is going to try to go for an overtake on Wilmar. Let's see, is he using ERS? No, he isn't. So, never mind, he's just trying to keep it clean. Goes on the grass and gets a 3-second time penalty. So, that's also kind of fucked. Any progress made so far on Wilmar. Goal here is not going on the grass. However, he isn't going to, so keeps it very clean this time around. Let's see, is Spencer going to go for the box? I mean, they're pretty dead now. He sort of has to. Yes, he is. He is going to box. Is Jonathan going to follow through? No, he doesn't. He stays out. Spencer gets a 10-second. Those two McLarens have both gotten a 10-second. So Mooney here needs to use that and not get a 10-second. And he could automatically win the race. So, yeah, awful pit entries by the both McLarens, as Wilmar were going at it for a second. But Wilmar still keeps that P6. Yeah, Dev now pits, doesn't get that 10-second. So, fair play. Wilmar doesn't follow through. Stampot doesn't follow through, but Shikaro does, and tries to keep that position, as his tires were probably dead. Nathan sets the fastest lap. However, let's go back on our TV pod on the camera just to see. There's a small train. Are they going to gain? Is James going to gain? That's an important question. Is James Kirk, FIFA Lockdown, pitted a lap earlier, going to gain on Dev? Can we see penalties? Yeah, sure. I mean, it's a bit of a penalty fest, as you can see. Is a couple of people now have gotten 10 seconds. Yes, James Kirk is going to gain on James, who's boxed for a second time. However, they haven't gained on Dev, so that undercut hasn't worked to the best of what they hoped. But Frosty now moves into P7. However, yeah, I mean, now James gets overtaken by his own teammate. James goes on to the softs. I mean, what is he doing really? I think he might have, I don't know what he's doing. He's just trying to get the fastest lap and probably DNF. Shikaro goes for an overtake at Cops, but doesn't get the DRS. Sliz now also speeds into the pit lane. God, they're being just very unaware and braking late for no reason when you shouldn't. Cairo gets a free second. However, Shikaro tried to go for an absurd overtake, which did work, but Dev just went at him at the DRS. So Nicholas Fabo now gets a free second time penalty as Slids now enters the pits. Put on the hards. James gets a 3-second time penalty. What has happened to him? He's even on softs, so I don't know how he's doing that, to be fair. However, Jonathan Mooney is still out, as they go into lap 12. As there's somebody's off the track, and I think that's recent train. Yeah, he's gone off the track. Still hasn't boxed for some reason. However, James has caught up. Has been lapped by Jonathan, who still hasn't boxed for some weird reason. I think he's trying to pull as Wilmar gets his first 3 second, and that's gonna cost him so much, as he could have probably moved up into a possible podium if he was aware enough. However, Stampot now is might go for a dive bomb. No, he doesn't. Keeps it fairly clean, so very well done. Walmart gets a better exit though. Oh yeah, Stampot just goes way too wide. Gonna cost him some time. Slids now has pitted, so there's only 4 people that still need to pit. Yeah, Jonathan Mooney on lap 13 pits. Is gonna go for the hards, and there's a yellow flag, and I think that is FIFA lockdown on the gravel, on the back straight. How has he done that? Not even at the cops corner, so I mean at cops, so I don't know how he has managed to do that. However, not a very good showing for FIFA lockdown today, as well as Cairo, but can't say the same for Simon and Wessel, who's in P6 right now. But could he gain more? But he still has to box, so he's probably going to move all the way down to P10 or something. Jonathan Mooney moves to P3, so I don't really know if that undercut has worked as much. However, as you can see, Walmart is in P10, is in P4, so gained 10 positions, but he still needs to box, so I don't know if that strategy is working. His recent training gets a 3-second time penalty. However, Jonathan is desperately trying to get these tires warmed up so he can try and chase Nathan. Jonathan Mooney, does he get DRS from the... No, he doesn't. FIFA lockdown now pits, so that moves Nicholas into P12, possibly also James. I think, yeah, he will, most likely. James sets the fastest lap now. I mean, he's on soft, so he had to. Now, I don't know what he's going to do after that. Hopefully not anything bad. But most likely he is just going to retire. However, his recent train gets another 10 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. Hopefully he's going to call it a day and retire. But no, he isn't, for some weird reason. I don't know how he isn't. Probably went into pits to serve that 10 second, and he's gonna have to get another one. Yeah, he retires from the session, calls it a day. Finally. Definitely probably worst start as a reserve there. Probably his last as well. Probably ruined a couple of people's races, unfortunately. James Kirk gets a 3-second time penalty. However, the gaps is just kind of cemented now, as there not really much trains going on, as there's a yellow flag, and I think that is... Oh wait, no, yeah, that's the Alpine. I got hit on lap 1 or 2. I don't know who you are. Oh, is Cairo goes for an overtake on James. James just kind of lets him through, I think, for the DRS, so could that be a possible penalty? What is he doing? As he just hits the signs. I'm recent train. Oh, cool. However, I don't know what he's done. He's just sold an opportunity for P9. My friend just joined. Yay. What? As Dev now has actually caught back, as Walmart finally decides to pit on lap 15. Pretty late stop. However, he's gonna have to use those mediums for about 11 laps now. Dev caught back on Frosty. Tries to defend his position on the outside, and actually no, just lets him kind of through, as he has Dev actually has the poorer exit, so Frosty's gonna gain a bunch of time. But you can see on the right side of his tire, it's just completely gone as James retires in the pits. I don't know what he's done. He's just kind of called it a day for no reason. Wilmar now also pits, but he might manage to get. He's currently in P10, so he could somehow still get a point. So pretty good start from him. Not best position to go on hards most likely. Um, very odd choice. Frosty's not even gonna get the DRS. Oh no! Oh, I think that's his first free second. I'm not sure. Yes, it is. Oh, that's very unlucky. So needs to be very careful of Cairo now, as he could potentially catch back up. However, P7 so far, so very, very good start for the man in the kick. However, Dev has a very long way to go to catch P4, as it's looking quite difficult, but he needs to get that gap down, because Slids has a 10-second. Yeah, Jonathan now has not been able to catch back the McLarens, as it's currently a 1-2 for both of them. However, those 10 seconds are going to send them to something really random. Fastest lap is fastest lap. Let's check. Fastest lap is James, a 1:30.1. He was on softs. Yeah, that's because he was on softs. However, Spencer and Nathan have set a very similar lap time with medium, so yeah, shows you the pace difference there. As Fabo still managed to gain 5 overtakes. Biggest loser so far has to be SFGM, who's had a very good qualifying, but I don't know, I think the game might have glitched him, because he tried to give back the positions but still got a 10-second for some reason. So yeah, no worries. Alright, let's go back to the interval. Here is Ryan Spencer just dominates this Grand Prix. James goes into pits, probably going to retire at this point. He isn't going to even try. However, it would be very unfortunate for him, as he had a very good qualifying, I have to say. Both Red Bulls did actually, but I don't know what happened to the start. So if he does retire, but you know, never say never give up. I mean, safety car could come up last second, and that could be everything for the Red Bulls. So never give up. However, Jonathan is expanding the lead now, but he isn't going to be able to catch up Nathan anytime soon unless he has a very big mistake, which could happen. James now goes out of the pits. Liz now is in the middle of nowhere. Alright, let me just do some quick math. Yeah, those 10 seconds are probably going to turn into 20 unserved. So, are going to send them, is going to send Ryan Spencer all the way back to P3. And as for Nathan, P4, I assume. So, yeah, going to cost him a lot. However, Dev is going to love that, as he can move into P4 or P3. And same for Frosty, although I don't think he's going to be able to gain anything. However, Sikuro is catching him slowly but surely. However, that 3 second is gonna do much in the end. And now there's just one Aston left. Oh, you made him join? Oh, yeah, and I'm not sending you 20 quid. Oh, as Fabo goes off the track on, same goes for lockdown. Didn't have much dirt here, so I don't know what they're trying there. No, don't leave, no! As Frosty now pits after a bunch of laps, but I think he has a big enough gap to not lose that many positions. I think stay in P10, so still going to be 1 point. However, Cairo has had a good redemption arc and still manages to gain 1 position after being all the way at the back. Yeah, I don't think those softs are going to last much, but those softs are not lasting you 8 laps. They last you like 5. I think you might have sold there a bit. Frosty now goes for soft. Bit surreal to do that, to be fair. However, James sets the fastest middle sector, so he's flying with these mediums actually. Set a faster lap on his softs, so just shows you how bad his lap. He did 70 laps on mediums, or his tires were 65%. Oh, okay, my bad then. How have I got so... I just had... No, on yesterday, bro, I had 80% tire wear with my hards. So, yeah, James sets a banging lap time on mediums, a 129.8. So, very, very well done to him. If only he hadn't boxed for those softs for no reason. He could have actually been up there for some points. Oh, okay, so they were... No, but some people... Clipsy told me he managed to keep his tires at 50%. I don't know how. His hards were on 50%. I mean, they did box like one lap later, but still 50%. I don't know how. Anyways, Jonathan Mooney has brought the gap down a couple of times for P2, but he's gonna have to keep it like this, I guess. I mean, not much to see here, honestly, at the end. Although Walmart, that battle between Stampot and Wilmart is gonna keep going. Gonna have that DRS, goes into 8th gear. Why don't I have telemetry again? It's just taken away. Is he gonna go for a dive bomb? Yes. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. Backs out. Coming out of the corner. Coming out of Magnets. So, I don't know what he's trying to do. Actually, that's perfect. Makes Stampa have a very poor exit. He's being sort of squeezed. Oh no, this is not ending well at Cops. He completely dive bombs him. I don't know what he's tried to do, Wilmart, there. That was definitely not very clean. But managed just to somehow get the overtake done on Stampot. But yeah, definitely going to report him for that, most likely. And stewards are going to investigate that. However, Cairo is also slowly catched up on Sikuro, who's completely lost the gap on Dev after being overtaken at Cops a couple of laps ago. As Mooney now gets a free second, and that's going to cost him. Not much, but yeah, I mean, has to keep that gap down. He has to, because the gap has increased now to 2.5 seconds. Is he gonna keep being able to keep? Let's see those penalties real quick. Actually, is yeah, I mean, many people have got him 3 seconds. James is the only person to have 2 times the amount. However, Nathan, Spencer, and Sliz all have 10 seconds. So yeah, I mean, definitely not. However, Cairo has actually brought it down. So he's going to be able to get that DRS as they go down into Cops. However, that tick isn't going to help him gain much time. Yeah, I mean, he's on controller, you can see. Oh, his Secro goes off the track. Those tires are absolutely killing them. However, is he going to rejoin the track? Rejoins the track very late, but gets the overtake done. I think he just kind of lets him pass. Oh, is he going to go for a dive bomb? Yes, he is. They nearly touch wheels. I think, yeah, Secro does back out. Cairo somehow gets a better exit. Uses a bunch of ERS. Who has a better speed? Yeah, Secro has way more speed. Although, they're both burning. Oh, goes for a very late. Forgets his brakes at home. Gets a pretty poor exit. Gets a pretty good exit here, to be fair. Jonathan now brings the gap down once again. I mean, it just keeps going up and down, so I don't know if he wants to get it on track or just play it clean, but depends on his tires, to be fair, as they don't even look that worn out, to be fair. Sliz gets a very good, has very good corners in comparison, but his ERS management, not there really. Nicholas Fabo now gets... So yeah, Red Bulls are the only ones, as he's being attacked by FIFA Lockdown, and there's been contact, and I don't know what Nicholas is doing, to be fair. He's lost his end plate once again, so... Oh, and he's just... Right, is that going to be a safety car? Yes, it is, and that is going to be a safety car. I think, yeah, I mean, that wing damage is completely sent him into the wall. I don't know why he tried to do that at full speed, but he has tried it and miserably failed and sent it into the wall. And that is going to be a safety car. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, you don't retire at the start for no absolute reason. Telling that to James Kirk is now James has the opportunity to slid speeds again. Oh my god, it's an absolute shit show for the. Oh my god, how many penalties is that gonna get him in the end? Absolute shit show for the Mercedes driver in terms of penalties. I mean, just slow down. Oh no, that's gone absolutely wrong, as it is going to bring out a full course safety car. As you can see, everybody's going to be able to rejoin the pack. So, yeah, I mean, let's pray and hope. Or is it a VSC? I can't really tell. Because this game is just so far. I think it's just a VSC, you know? I'm not sure. Lewis, can you tell me if it's a safety car? Oh no, yeah, it is just a VSC. So, I'll take everything I've said back. But this game is just really fucked up. Slids goes for the pit stop, absolutely bummed him now. Brings the penalties just to 10 seconds, though. But it's going to be fought hard by Wilmar and Stampout as well, who's catching up. So it's brought the gaps down a little bit. Jonathan Mooney is pitted. He's pitted for fresh softs. So that might cost him his win. That could potentially cost him his win if he can't bring the gap down. I mean, he's completely jinxed his win there. Yeah, I mean, definitely going to be probably mad with himself as he's just ruined any chances. But Dev has caught back up. As it's, yeah, not much has gone in positions wise, as you can see. The Racing Bulls have maintained them. However, McLaren has swapped positions. So, yeah, Ryan Spencer currently might go for his first win ever. As Nathan got one last week on track, but got a penalty. So, and yeah, it was, in the end, it came out to Jonathan. However, Wilmar is up into P6 now, so once again, great race from him. Showing off great pace, as well as Stampa, very surprised. Reserve driver also having shown great pace. Now, Sikuro is all the way back into P10, so yeah, I mean, that opportunity in boxing hasn't gone down. However, it has gone down well for both Williams drivers, as now P8 and P9 is going to make them gain by quite a couple of points. However, James now is still going to be that last because he boxed, so yeah, he could have stayed out at that point, mate. However, yeah, definitely not best race of him. Keros now goes past Frosty, so he just made a very good overtake, probably, I assume. Oh, yeah, Sikuro goes on the grass. Jonathan Mooney now sets the fastest time with a 1:29.1 on softs. That's the soft pace that it gives you. Yeah, now the gap is just expanding. Wilmar has expanded the gap. Stampa is not able to reach it. And Sliz as well has expanded that gap. So he's probably going to be keeping that P5 as they head down into the last laps of the race. Ryan just absolutely dominated it as he's now caught back into FIFA lockdown, as that's James on the gravel. Nearly very much DNF'd on the last few laps of the race. It's all going downhill for the Racing Bulls, man. As Nicholas Fabo also retired. I didn't really notice. Oh wait, no, yeah, that's because he DNF'd. I don't know how that wasn't a safety car, but I think it's because there weren't enough laps to do that. So I'm guessing that's the only reason, or else that would have been a safety car. However, yeah, I mean, in terms of not experiment, let's say, but race in reverse, these reverse tracks have proven to be not boring, but I don't know, just very difficult with the dirty air. Just difficult to make any overtakes. So, I mean, Probably not going to happen in the future. However, it was nice to try. And it's still raceable aside from that turn 1. So, yeah. Turn 1 is very difficult to perform, especially if you're going on a freeway. This Sliz doesn't even have battery as they come down. As Ryan Spencer now is caught on FIFA lockdown, who isn't going to be able to get a point. He lets him through. I don't know why. He's ghosted. His DCFG James just gets a second time penalty for corner cutting, although I didn't really see him corner cut. I don't know where he cut the corner. I didn't see him cut any corners. Anyways, yeah, I mean, James now gets a 3-second time penalty. Those time penalties are just destroying his race, honestly. Yeah, I mean, not like much would have changed, unfortunately, for the man. Now Spencer is on his final lap of the race. Jonathan Munoz managed to bring the gap down from 20 seconds, so I think he is going to move into P2, but not going to take the win, unfortunately. As yeah, I mean, a McLaren could win his first race of the season, but for McLaren's as well, as Nathan's win was taken away post penalty, post incidents. Gaps have cemented themselves from P6 to P9 as nobody's able to make any overtakes, unfortunately. As Frosty has a moment, goes on the grass, is able to keep it, though, not spinning. However, Spencer now goes past sector 2, as you can see, is going to go down the final corners. His tires are absolutely gone. I wonder how much they could have lasted. Goes on the grass here, and into the first turns in what would be in the normal Silverstone track. Goes past the final corners. Now, on the final corner, onto the main straight, Spencer wins on track. Gets another 10 seconds for not serving it, but is going to take that win regardless, because Jonathan Mooney boxed. So, Nathan now gets P2, but he is going to move down into P3, most likely. But yeah, what a race by the McLaren's, just unbeatable pace in this reverse track somehow. And Ryan Spencer actually came out of nowhere as he was hiding in the shadows now. Jonathan Mooney goes on the main straight. It's gonna keep the P3, so it is a 1-2 McLaren here. What a race. Dev now is going to come onto the final corner, get that P4. Still awesome points. I think they might keep their lead, but McLaren are quick in catching up. FIFA lockdown. What has happened there? I mean, oh yeah, because they were a lap down. Now Sliz is going to go cross the checkered flag, is going to keep the P. No, he is going to move down, probably into P7 now. As Walmart, once again, performs a masterclass of a drive, moves into P6. By only 6 attempts, he isn't able to move up. And Stampball, P7. Frosty was, I don't know if that was about to the line, but is going to move into P8. Cairo is going to keep that P9. And Simon only gets a point, unfortunately, but still is 1 point, so a fairly good start for the kick driver. And that's going to be Silverstone reverse for you. Fast slap is done by Jonathan, although James tried to get that. So yeah, it is a 1-2 McLaren. His racing balls look to be now second best, so it is going to be interesting if they can keep the lead. However, Sliz gets a very good result, finally, after not racing for quite some time. Walmart gets another great result for the Ferraris. Next week, his teammate will be back. So, as you saw him as a reserve driver last time. So yeah, those results. Let's just get incidents. Oh, so it was a line-to-line finish for the Williams, because I didn't think they had both I thought they had the same penalties. Let's just have a quick look. It was probably to the line. Frosty somehow managed to get the overtake on the main straight on the final corner. So yeah, well done to him. I don't know if Cairo is going to be happy about that one, but still good results for the Williams. I don't know if anybody wants to be interviewed, but anyways, I don't know if anybody. Anyways, yeah, if you want to be interviewed, just go into general real quick, and I'll be interviewed, and I'll interview you. Yeah, we're gonna drive. Who was first? I think that was Frosty. I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll drive him in. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, there's a mess again. Okay, I'll just go in general then. Okay. Whoever joins next, please mute yourself, or I will actually. Oh, hello. Hello, one more.
Hello.
Stampo, if you can just mute yourself. Yeah, thanks. Thank you. Let me just put the screen up. Frosty, same for you. Mute yourself. Thanks. Oh, I already had it up. Great. So yeah, what'd you make of that race? Another great comeback for you. This time with more people racing. So, very, very well done. What'd you make of that?
Tricky, because it's a new track. Tricky, trying to learn everything.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I don't know what. Did you see what happened at turn 1?
Oh yeah, I was involved in it almost. Like,
Yeah.
cars all around me. I felt it was pretty clean, my race.
Yeah, no.
Might have been
very
one
good.
or two incidents.
Yeah, no, there was a small incident with James Kirk, I think it was, but I'm not sure. I don't know if he's gonna follow through. I don't really remember, to be fair. However, yeah. Anything else to add? You got 8 points, so well done.
Yeah. Well, it's another points finish, so I'm happy. And it's I'm just happy that I have points, considering I had a quali ban as well. Hopefully, no more to come.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's hope. Not much else to add, unless you have anything else to add. Next track is Brazil.
Oh.
So yeah.
Right.
Do you have anything else to add?
Yeah.
Or we'll move on to whoever's
I
next.
hope I do good in Brazil.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Hope I have a good race.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, so I think Stampbot was joined the VC first, so you can unmute yourself.
Hello? Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yeah, I can
Hello.
hear you fine.
Yeah.
Well done on your first race. I thought you did some fairly good moves, good racing, clean.
Thank you very much.
What'd you make of the race, from your perspective?
I thought it was tricky, just like Wilmart, because like it's just a full nil track, and like you have to learn the corners. I started like practicing at 5:20, so it was really late. So, yeah.
But you did good. You got a P7,
Yeah.
so that's a couple of points. That's 5 points. So yeah, well done to you. Just keep it up for the next race. Next race is Brazil. Um, so yeah, just keep on practicing, and I think better results should come your way. And yeah, you got
Thank
anything
you.
else to add?
I didn't like Wilmart's dive bomb. I didn't.
Oh yeah, so it was you. I thought it was James Kirk, but it was,
Uh,
it was the
the
other one.
dive bomb.
It was you.
Yep.
Okay. Well, if you can, you're more than welcome to report it. I mean, I need to put out the message.
Yeah, I
but
don't have it on record.
oh yeah, just make sure
It's
to
alright.
record your stuff next time, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
sure.
else, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you very much, and we'll see you next race.
Alright, see ya.
Bye bye. Okay, Walmart, you're the only one in here, so you can untime yourself.
My name's not Will Mark, lad.
Oh
Sorry.
fuck, yeah, my bad. Go ahead. Alright, so once again, points finished for you. What'd you make for the race?
It wasn't what it could have been.
Yeah,
I
I
got brake
mean,
checked on lap 1 and broke my wing and had to pit, and then was like 40 seconds behind, and then somehow managed to get back to P8.
yeah, yeah. I think it's because everybody boxed on the last lap. I thought it was a safety car there, but because the game just keeps saying it. Yeah, it's just because the game just puts on yellow flag on, so I can't really see if it's a safety car or not, which is so annoying every time. But can't really do much about it. Anyways, also your teammate got a pretty good result. I expected better, to be fair, but still got a points finish, so it's better than what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's better than nothing, which
Yeah.
is what it was. So
You got anything else to add?
I'm the tyre whisperer, so I just went 18 laps on mediums.
What was your tire wear on the softs?
On the softs, they started going towards like the last 2 laps, and I was on them for 8. So after 6 laps, they were a bit shit.
Yeah, as I expected. Maybe for
Yeah,
all
I
mediums it
just-
could have worked out better, but I'm not really sure. Anyways.
I went on mediums for like 18 laps. So
Mhm.
now I just
Yeah,
went
yeah,
softs to
no,
try
that's
and
fair.
push and
That's fair. Anyways, I don't really have anything else to add. So thank you very much, and we'll see you in Brazil. You racing in Brazil?
yeah, of course.
All right, that's great. All right, see you then.
Sound.
Hello.
Hello.
Since you joined in, I might as well interview you. First win in your career.
Yep.
Were you shitting your pants before Jonathan boxed?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Because
That's
before
actually
Jonathan boxed, I mean, he was going to probably win it. But then when he boxed, I think that all went away. So, what'd you make of the race?
Oh, shit myself whole race. Like, when it first lap, I thought he was just going to instantly overtake me. But Nathan was just in front. I kept getting his DRS. We both got in each other's DRS. We were able to get away. I was like shitting myself when it said virtual. I was like, thank God it's only a virtual. If it was a safety car, then I lost the race.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's because it was too late because it was lap 22.
Yeah.
It was lap 22, so there's no time.
Yeah.
There was no time at all.
I literally
so
went
it was
past
just
the
a VSC.
person that did, and I just see him go straight into the wall. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, aside from well done, you had great pace. You had very good pace. So, you and your teammate got a 1-2 finish. So,
Yes.
do you think you can catch up Racing Bulls?
Yeah, definitely. Just got to keep up the pace. Got to keep getting podiums.
Next race is Brazil. Hopefully you're gonna race that. And if
Holiday. I'm on holiday. I can't race.
oh, that's unfortunate then. But
I'm hoping if we do end up getting a reserve, they can get us some points.
yeah, no, reserves don't score points in constructors, so that's.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping Nathan can put in another good performance then.
Yeah, I mean, he still got his on-track win last time, so he can most likely he can definitely.
Why did he not? Why did he not win?
Because he got penalized. He got a free
Oh.
second, so I think it was because he closed off somebody. Anyways, there was a couple of incidents involving him and the racing
Oh,
bulls,
right,
so he was
yeah.
penalized on one of them, and then because the gap was so short, with Jonathan. It was just
Yeah.
unlucky, but still not
Yeah,
a win.
that's
but-
still another P, so it's good for
Mhm.
points.
Yeah, definitely. So very good consistency. Anything else to add?
No, just yeah, not really much else.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you whenever you race again.
Alright, thank you. See ya.
Bye bye. And yeah, I mean that's gonna be it for the stream. Next up is F2 Brazil. Brazil in general. F2 is the only and last sprint of the season for F2, and then there is F3 sprint, which is in Austria, if I remember well. Yeah, it is Austria. So, yeah, gonna be very interesting. Brazil is going to be the penultimate race before the break. After that, there's Qatar, and then there's going to be a 2-week break before everybody is back for Monza. So, for round 8. So, yeah. Thank you very much for tuning in this stream.